It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders, and it's all up next.
We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives your defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Commanders Field. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
Prescott looks to throw right away.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And he was the number 2 overall pick in the draft because he is special. A dual-threat athlete at the quarterback position, beats you with his arm and his legs, and runs the ball better than any quarterback since maybe Lamar Jackson came out of Louisville. But with that being said, he's got to be smart about how he runs the football. He puts himself in position to take some big shots. He's got to be on the field and available for him and his team to be successful.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch and loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Prescott yet again.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Ready? 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Dorrance Armstrong just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line.
Now Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Prescott now. This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Come on, come on.
Daniels looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and 19. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Eckler now between the tackles. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Here's Daniels. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Now Daniels. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, nice move. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Prescott to throw it. And Cooks has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Prescott.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. That is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now Dak.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds. Able to get it down to the 25 there. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good.
And the Commanders are going to win this football game. Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.